Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It is the 3rd of April. It's Wednesday, and the moon is in Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius. It moved into Aquarius early this morning out of Capricorn. Aquarius, of course, is an energy. There's Charlie. Is an energy of humanity, humanitarianism, raising all boats. The United States, if you go by the Sibley chart, has an Aquarius moon, and so the moon in a mundane chart symbolizes the people. So that would indicate that many of the people in America are Aquarian in nature, freedom-loving, want equal rights, stuff like that, right? And of course, the United States, July 4th, 1776, is a Cancer nation, ruled by the moon in Aquarius. Yes, perhaps. And if you go by the ascendant, it has a Sag ascendant on the Sibley chart, and that we have Sag in Cancer. So there's all this sort of Cancer energy going around here in this beautiful U.S. State. I just thought I'd mention those couple things. Not that it has much to do with today's astrology, although maybe it has everything to do. Today, Venus and Neptune conjoin. It's the start of their synodic cycle. It occurs at 28 degrees of Pisces. The Sabian symbol for 28 degrees of Pisces is a full moon reveals a garden full of fruits and vegetables. I think that's not a direct quote, but that's the symbol. And it's symbolic of abundance, but it also speaks the evaluation of the symbol speaks of enough is a feast. Enough is a feast. In other words, if we have enough, that is the abundance. And it's not about hoarding resources, but it's about having enough to feed the people. So speaking of feeding the people, what happened in Gaza with the World Central Kitchen, the attack on the aid workers, seven aid workers destroyed. And if you saw the pictures of the munitions that went through the top of these vehicles that was loaded with food for Gazans, people who are on the brink of starvation due to no fault of their own. But seven, that is a sort of a sacred number. 7 aid workers from all over the world, from different parts of the world, were killed in this ridiculous attack. And I mean, what do you say about that? How do you fit that into your skull, right? Pisces is an energy of compassion, an energy of understanding, empathy, walking in somebody else's moccasins. All this war, for what reason? Resources, land, oil. Populations getting moved around, getting kicked out. What's going on in the Ukraine? Of course, the Ukraine is a country rich in minerals, rich in farmland. It has a port. this sense that just because I have the biggest guns, I can take what you want. All of this, really, I guess, Chiron and Aries energy. We're about to have an eclipse on the 8th of April. It's a total solar eclipse. It does go over the country, the United States. So many of you are probably in areas where that you can see that. Maybe some of you are going to places where you can be in the path of totality. Hopefully you have good weather. But that particular new moon is conjunct Chiron. Exactly. The wound of war. The toxic masculine. Wounds around your identity. Being victimized for being a Palestinian, for being trans, for being different, for being an immigrant, looking for a better life. These are our enemies. I thank you, Charlie. Thank you. With all these words that I'm using, Charlie is reminding us that life is about enjoying ourselves and living and sharing. It's not about taking. It's kind of about giving. The Venus-Neptune conjunction is the start of a synodic cycle in the sign of Pisces, where Venus is exalted, the feminine. Pisces is in its dignity. Neptune is in its dignity. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. And a reminder that we are our brothers and sisters' keepers. And it's up to us to have our voices heard, to put your money where your values are, to stop this insanity. People want to feed children and people who are in dire situations, and they're killed for it. This is as wrong as it gets, guys. So, it's kind of cloudy here. Feeling a little cloudy today, as you can see. But Charlie is, of course, being Charlie. Charlie, get a bumps. Charlie boy. He is totally ignoring me. He's like, what can I run after? He's already had his breakfast, so he's all full of vim and vigor. Which is good, because chances are he won't kill anything. But at least he gets to run around. It's a little chilly. We're waiting for a storm to come in. It's supposed to dump a lot of rain, which is always a little, I live, the yard is, actually my neighbors, most of my neighbors' land back there is wetlands, and our yard is pretty damn wet. We've already had a ton of water, and so it looks like we'll probably get a ton more. But you can see over here just how muddy it is. And that's really, if I were to walk on that with you, it would be really soggy. So hopefully we don't get more rain than the lands can handle today. Anyway, that's the story, Morning Glories. It was a little glum, but I think it's things that we need to be aware of. You have yourself a wonderful day. It is a beautiful energy today. And so help those who need help. Accept help if you need help. We are here for each other. This is the only planet that we have, pretty much, that we know of. This is our home. The earth is our mother. It's time for us to rise up. Rise up and rise up, we'll rise up today, we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, Mother Earth, and for the children of this beautiful planet, whether you're human or animal or whatever consciousness we're talking. Take care, everyone. Namaste.